I didn't plan on this, but it is what it is.
Wendy Williams used to be the most shocking TV talk show host. She never held back, even when she knew her opinion would be hugely unpopular.
I am done with Taylor Swift.
But Wendy never expected the tragic direction her life has taken, and what's happening to her now is more scandalous than any hot topic she ever ripped apart on air. Wendy's downfall began with her longtime cheating husband, but because this was Wendy, she made sure to throw shade at her ex, Kevin Hunter, on her show for bigger shock value.
It's weird doing hot topics and being a hot topic. In a weird kind of way, Norman, I love the attention.
Wendy was good at being dramatic, but still so entertaining. However, inside sources told another side of the story, and people reported shocking details of just how long Kevin cheated and the terrible effect it had on Wendy behind the scenes. A source close to Wendy alleged to people that Kevin had cheated on Wendy for 15 of the 21 years they were married. As Wendy moved forward with her divorce from Kevin, reports surfaced that he and his mistress had a baby together. The source told people that Kevin's infidelity made Wendy realize that it was time for her to move on with her life. She was supposedly even going to seek treatment. The source might have claimed that was the real truth, but Wendy has battled with a drinking problem and dependence on substances throughout her entire life. And in the lead up to her divorce, it got so much worse than anyone knew. At one point before her divorce, the Daily Mail reported that Wendy checked out of a sober living facility and ended up being taken to an NYC hospital after being found too intoxicated to function properly. The most shocking thing was that Wendy still got it together even to continue hosting her talk show live every day. But then one day, she just seemed to disappear. TMZ alleged that Wendy was saying goodbye to TV in August of 2022, but Harvey Levin also said during a segment on TMZ Live that Wendy had a plan. Shockingly, Wendy did a crazy interview on TMZ Live that got viewers even more concerned about her tragic situation.
Where will I go? I'm not sure. Europe, the France.
It was obvious that Wendy was in some kind of physical or emotional distress, and people were not throwing shade when they suggested that she must be seriously ill. The tragic situation became even crazier on February 22nd of this year when a lot of different information was published all over the internet about Wendy's health and personal battles behind the scenes. PR Newswire released a statement on behalf of Wendy's so-called care team. The statement addressed how Wendy had lost words and acted erratically over the past 2 years. The statement also claimed that Wendy had been experiencing difficulty understanding financial transactions, and in 2023, it is alleged that Wendy underwent a battery of medical tests. As a result of medical testing, the treatment claimed that Wendy was officially diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and FTD, which is a form of dementia, both conditions which allegedly affect Wendy's behavior and cognitive functions. Although the statement ended with this: Wendy is still able to do so many things for herself. Most importantly, she maintains her trademark sense of humor. In another People update published on February 22nd, the shocking details emerged that Wendy's financial advisor asked Wells Fargo to freeze her assets in 2022 because she was allegedly of unsound mind. Inside sources have also thrown shade at Wendy's son, Kevin Hunter Jr., with allegations that he has spent Wendy's money in the past and exploited her wealth. So why was everyone trying to set the record straight on February 22nd? The reason was a 2-part documentary about Wendy that recently aired on Lifetime. This documentary is so scandalous, it got Wendy's formal anonymous legal guardian to go public with a shocking lawsuit. TMZ reported that Sabrina Morsi was appointed Wendy's guardian in 2022, and Sabrina was suing A&E television networks who own Lifetime to prevent the documentary from being aired. Other media outlets reported that Wendy approved and signed off on the Lifetime documentary. Shockingly, Wendy alleges in the documentary that her guardian stole money from her, although Lifetime claims that Wendy proved no evidence that proves Sabrina's guilt. Today.com was one source that alleged Wendy was trying to get a handle on her life and well-being after she stepped away from her beloved show, reporting that Wendy was credited as an executive producer on her documentary. The situation keeps getting crazier, so what's the real truth? Wendy's niece, Alex Finney, appeared on The View on Thursday, February 22nd, and People.com reported Alex's shocking on-air claims. Alex alleged that Wendy's sister and close family members were trying to gather information from her medical team about her serious medical conditions. She claimed that a wall went down between them, and Wendy and the family were blocked out after Sabrina was appointed legal guardian. Alex claimed that Wendy's blood relatives could only speak to her when she called them from a blocked phone, so they didn't know the number. Alex told The View co-host we went through birthdays, we went through holidays, we went through illness. Then Alex confessed that when Wendy's 93-year-old father was hospitalized, the family had no way to inform Wendy. Wendy's sister Wanda is Alex's mom, and Wanda told People in an exclusive interview, "I do know that this system is broken," and she added that her family was fighting to remove Wendy from Sabrina's control. But shockingly, Wanda also alleged to People that Wendy's adult son Kevin was still being financially supported by Wendy. Kevin made his own shocking claims in Wendy's documentary, including when he said she has people around her that are yes people and allowing this to continue. He added, "My mom has done a great job making it seem like everything is okay always, but in reality, there's something wrong going on." If you didn't catch Wendy's documentary when it originally aired, it was an unsettling experience with no filter like Wendy always was on her talk show. At one point in the documentary, Wendy gets verbally angry with someone driving her around New York City. Sadly, she can be heard saying that she doesn't know where she is, and this doesn't look like anything familiar. In the Where is Wendy Williams trailer, Wendy even addressed the money scandal.
"I have no money, and I'm going to tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you."
In heartbreaking moments, the documentary shows how Wendy's blood relatives have tried to come to her aid when Wendy cried for help, and Wendy is even filmed crying into a throw pillow during one unbelievable confessional. It was also alleged in the documentary that Wendy was still struggling with a drinking problem before her medical conditions were diagnosed correctly. One of her family members found a bottle in her bedroom, and they shockingly asked Wendy, "Did you drink this whole thing today?" Then Wendy got angry and ordered them to keep the bottle there by her bedside. On February 27th, Fox News reported claims by high-level Lifetime executives who said they never would have done the documentary had they known in advance that Wendy was suffering from aphasia and FTD dementia. Mark Ford is a Lifetime producer, and Fox News said that Mark told The Hollywood Reporter that it was challenging to film Wendy as she clearly struggled. Lifetime is facing accusation that Wendy's documentary exploited her sad condition, and Mark also claimed that wasn't the truth. He said the filmmakers wanted viewers to understand how upsetting it was for all of us in certain instances to know that Wendy's allegedly did not have someone caring for her 24/7. Mark claimed Wendy would be left alone without food, completely on her own in that apartment with stairs. She could have easily fallen, but Mark officially told The Hollywood Reporter, "Of course, if we had known that Wendy had dementia going into it, no one would have rolled a camera. Wendy's tragic downfall may have been caught on camera, but still her saga continues, and sadly, we'll have to wait and see if her guardianship under Sabrina continues, if her sister and niece regain contact with Wendy, or if her son has actually continued to live off his mother's wealth. Hopefully Wendy can get better now that she's receiving the proper treatment for her medical conditions, but the real truth about Wendy's health and future remains very uncertain." Anyway, what do you guys think about all this? What are your thoughts on Wendy's documentary? Let me know in the comments below.